Welcome into the Pride in Demorest, Georgia for lacrosse action live from the WAC between the visiting Sewanee Tigers and your Piedmont Lions. Welcome into the booth, everybody. Eric Evanson here with you. Alongside me is Grant Prather. Shaylee Gallegos on the camera for us this afternoon. Is going to roll into the evening, and the Lions starting off 3-1 after a raucous victory against Oglethorpe last time out. Grant.
Yeah, that was definitely a party. Oglethorpe, they knew walking in that they were going to win that game, but this challenge against Sewanee is going to be a lot different. Lions only emerged victorious once out of 5 matches against the Tigers so far, but they were 7-1 in conference last year, and 3-1 looks pretty good at this stage in the season.
Yeah, Sewanee never has a bad season in the SAA. They're tough competition, and the Lions an overtime victory last time out against the Tigers.
Yeah, and this game should be more of the same, very similar to what we saw in the women's lacrosse game last night with sadly an overtime loss for the Lions, obviously, but this one should be pretty close. Both teams coming in very good. Obviously, Isaac Harrington getting his 100th point in his career last time out against Oglethorpe, so congrats to him, but looking to continue it more today.
Absolutely, and mention Isaac Harrington, you just did. He's tied with Ian Parr for the team lead in points. They got 14. We're going to take a step away and break it for the national anthem. We'll be back with lacrosse action from the WAC. Just getting ready to start here, and Grant, why don't you go ahead and give us the starters for the visiting Sewanee Tigers.
So we'll go ahead and start it off in goal, Eric, with Flynn Bowman, obviously their leader in goals. Number 18, he will be in net for them. And then going in numerical order, it's Manolo Lupasi, then Gus Albright, Cam Thornton, number 10, Aizen Niswich, number 29, James Boguski, number 32, Tanner Furyk, number 32, Will Kennedy, number 46, Charles Moran, number 48, and Brady Cole, number 57.
And for the homestanding Piedmont Lions, they'll send this group out. Number 3, Isaac Harrington, mentioned him in the open. Number 5, Andrew Pagano. Zach Avila sporting number 6, followed by number 8, Eric Fowle. Number 12, Mike Isley is going to be in net for the Lions to start it off. Ian Couchton gets the start at number 14. Number 16, Luke Warren. Number 18, Noah McGriff. Number 44, Ian Parr. And number 45 for the face-off, Noah Glenn Zinski. That's your starters for both the Tigers as well as the Lions. Lions already on the field, ready to go. Now Sewanee takes this charge on. Looking at all the optics moving into this game, looks like it's going to be another close one between these two. We witnessed overtime last night. Unfortunately, Lady Lions unable to get that win away from Barry, as that was a very closely contested contest. So both teams facing off. A lot of the time in that game versus Oglethorpe, the Lions really capitalized on their passing around the X. They didn't necessarily have the fast breaks. Of course, they had them. But when they were able to successfully do an attack, it was off of a lot of passing, a lot of communication from within side. So, Grant, what are you going to look for the Lions to continue that good run against a tougher opponent?
Everything to be elevated, really, because Oglethorpe obviously not as formidable as an opponent as Sewanee can be. So more of the same, but you have to step up your game a little bit. There's sort of a level of playing down to your opponent in any game. Obviously, they didn't against Oglethorpe, but now you got to play up to some tough competition.
We are underway. The ball gets loose and will be scooped up by the Tigers as Albright will whisk it away across midfield. Glenzinski loses the stick in the midst of all that. I actually believe it broke. It did. So broken stick from Glenzinski early on. Westfall was cradling. Now Tigers moving well behind the X. Isley readies in net. Scoop back to the front. Tigers move their way in. Now they have to parade on the outside a little bit more. Lupasi to the X. Charles Moran, number 48. Here's Cookerly. And the Lions are going to be able to steal this one away. First possession change in this game. And off a bounce, it will be recovered eventually by Warren. Lions right around midfield. On the left wing. Now they move to the right side for Hasbrook. Motioning. Looking to find an avenue. We'll have to cut back to the X. Goes to Parr. Ian looks to scoop it right back through, and that's going to become a Sewanee ball after the turnover. All over that one was Flynn Bowman. All the way up to Carlton Ward, excuse me. Tigers moving down the right side. With a slow game for both sides, just trying to feel out one another to start off. Right around that restricted line. Now, Tigers push their way in and take the first shot of the game. This one coming out of the laces of Walsh. Is well wide, though. They to recover it are the Tigers. And this one, a quick attack. Going for a scoop and an excellent block there by Isley. Danger not through yet. Grounder going to be scooped up and stolen away by the Tigers. Tough checks there. And good defense by Fowle. Spin move, trying to get out of the way, and that's going to find the back of the net. Breach in coverage by Luke Warren, and that one sings right through, and Sewanee takes the first lead this evening.
And that adds to Will Kennedy's lead in goals and points for these Tigers. You can definitely see why. Just a beautiful spin move to bounce off the line defender and put one in the back.
So Lions will send Dieterle to the face-off. Will be matched up with Asa Nischwitz. Nischwitz able to put it on the ground, and he's going to come out of it with it. Tough check there by Gary, and a quick turn back, trying to fire it right past Isley, but Isley ready for it. Not a bad idea there by Nischwitz, but the Lions ready for that one, and a good play by their goalie. Keeps Sewanee off the board. And now Sewanee looking to try again. This one intercepted momentarily off the stick. It will be picked up by the Tigers. On the right side, trotting towards the X, it's Moran. Moran cradles and spins with under 60 on the clock. Goes for perhaps an approach shot trying to get to Isley. Isley still in the mix of everything, but the Lions are going to be able to steal this one away and force a turnover. Isley will hand it off to the defense. Midfield and a tough tie-up to contend with for Gary. And Gary taken down in a trio of defenders, turned now attackers for Sewanee. Lions chasing this one, and it's going to be a quick break here for Sewanee, and they'll be able to fire it through. Costly turnover from the Lions at midfield opens the avenue for Carter Cole to put one in the back.
We talked about this being more of a feeling out period early on, and Sewanee kind of skipped that after the first minute. They've immediately started attacking, and the Lions have just yet to catch up.
Yeah, Lions just unable to move the ball past the midfield point. Glinzinski gets ready for the face-off here as the Lions look to win one. Ball is on the ground, and it will be scooped up by no one. It'll be a Piedmont ball, though. Penalty falls the Lions' way. Sprout marches downfield. He'll find a connection in Ian Parr. Here's Zach Avila. Avila motioning, finds that restricted line, dumps it over the top to Isley. Now Parr with it. Ian motioning, trying to find a way in. He's tough coverage though. Harrington able to launch a shot there. Is that ball going to go through? It will. Incredible wherewithal for Isaac Harrington to not give up on the play as he skips right past Tanner Firk. And the Lions find themselves on the board and cut the lead in half.
Guess you get in from anywhere. That was a bit of an unconventional way to do it, but good goal nonetheless, and that's the first one to get you on the board. That's what you needed to get back on your feet.
Absolutely. Glinzinski over to Parr. Here's Isley now. Couple steps back. Waiting for some subs to come in. He'll hand it off to Hasbrook. Hasbrook with the one-handed cradle. Moves quickly. Trying to blitz his way through. Takes a shot. It's going to be well wide. And right near it was Ian Parr, so he'll be able to pick it up. Isley backed up at the top. Hasbrook spins out of the way, motions, looks for a shot, but he's going to opt to go to Parr. Sitting in the X. Flipping it to top everybody, and Hasbrook unable to keep that ball within his possession as now the Tigers look to sweep it away. On the charge is Albright. Now he will trade it off. Left wing transitioning to the right side. And still holding is Lupasi. Root. On the right side. Back over here, now to the X. Sewanee moving the rock around. Trying to push their way through. The ball is going to be loose. And a tough hit. It will go Lions' way, though. And it's a little bit too far inside the crease was Lupasi. Isley will hand it off to Sprout. Sprout. A couple of tough defenders on him. Parr. Newly entered Joseph Whitmore. Cradles. Over to Miller Bison now to the new one in Nick Winter. Whitmore. Stutter steps, now pushes his way through trying to find an aggressive pass. They'll fling it back to the X. McGriff surveying the field. He's got under 30 on the shot clock. McGriff trying to move expeditiously. Now has to return back. Harrington's going to take it now. Lions trying to tie it up. Ball on the left wing. Moving quickly here is Bice. Bice trying to go back through and quickly dump it in. But right in line with that goalkeeper, Bowman. And sorry, Grant.
Just looked like the New Lancer group was a little bit out of sync there. That's why it just took so long to try to find any sort of passing.
Grounder scooped up by Walsh. A long shot from well outside, and it's going to be winged deep into the corner. Dashing through it. The coverage well by the Lions. Sewanee diving through, goes atop. Just trying to find the back of the X. Walsh again at the top. Good coverage by Hackshaw is going to lead to a rush shot and a good block by Isley. Hackshaw spins out of the way, finds an open man, and a good pass by Gary. Turnover. And I think that's going to stay with the Lions. Yes, it will. Looks like Isley with it. He dashes his way across midfield, and he'll find McGriff. McGriff over to Avila. And that ball will now transfer over to Hasbrook. Hasbrook making big pushes on the left side. Takes a shot well from outside, and it'll skip past. McGriff surveying. Finds an open Avila. Avila. Zach over to Isley. Isley able to catch it off the top, and that one flung well out. Ian Parr will be over there. Or no. Closer was the defender for Sewanee, and that'll lead to a possession for them. That's going to be number 10, Cam Thornton. Flag flies from above. Westfall pushing his way forward. Ball is in the back. Again, there was a flag down, so I would assume this is still going to stand, though. Yes, it will. So Sewanee now takes a 3-1. Lions just unable to score on that last possession, but other than that first goal, they've been really unable to force any sort of offense. It's just been a lot of cluttered passes forced by Sewanee.
Yeah, in one word, stagnant for the Lions offense so far. Obviously, that can totally change. They've had a lot of different groups come in as well, so that can also, there's different chemistries might work in, different ways, different alleys, but great quick hitter goal by Sewanee in that last one, obviously, off a quick pass, and obviously Isaac could not react.
Popped up and into the pouch of Couchton. Couchton grabs it off the grounder. Mitty will find McGriff, who will wing it over to Parr. Now Ian Parr to Whitmore. Over to Winter. Nick Winter. Pushing his way through. Winter trying to find an open avenue. Takes a shot and rattles the cage. And from well outside, Nick Winter. It was not a steady pace. It was not a slow pace. It was a quick-paced and deliberate shot and calculation by Nick Winter to rattle back at the cage, and it's 3-2.
And it looked like when me and Nick might have to clean our bathroom because he's my roommate. Quick pace. Boom, there you go. That was a flash of light, it seemed like. The lefty, too, that went to his strong side. Worked out.
Grounder scooped up by Sewanee. Kennedy. Now back over to Dupree. Back to Kennedy now. Sewanee moving into the X. They'll move it back out on the right wing. So a lot of passes here, again, trying to break the defense for the Lions. Lions setting up on the left wing. They pass back to a depleted right side. Now on the interior. And a good job by Isley to snag a net on that one. Pagano will get it up to Dieterle. Dieterle over to Parr. Whitmore. Here now to Bice. Moving quickly here, Whitmore tried to take a shot there, and a good one, but blocked up very well by Bowman on the other end. And now in a race for his life here is Cam Thornton. And he'll get rid of that rock quickly to make sure that McGriff gets shaken off of him. And now dashing through is Lupasi. Lupasi trying to brave a couple tough checks. Excellent block there by Isley, and the Lions able to get it back. Zach Avila trots back onto the field. He'll get the pass from Bice. Dashing his way through, it's Hasbrook. Hasbrook wings it over the top, and a good snag by Avila, who's able to pop back onto his feet after slipping. Tries to throw on the brakes to shake the defender, but no dice. He'll have to get it over to Parr. Parr right behind the cage, trying to find an open avenue, and a good job and a good angle for Avila. Zach Avila touches the back of the net, as he was well within the avenue of Parr, and he was able to sling it through. And the Lions have roared back, now 3-3.
And you talked about how Sewanee was using a lot of passing to try to pick apart this Lions defense. That's exactly what the Lions did to the Tigers there. Took their time, had a couple of solo runs, especially by Avila, but obviously he ended up getting the good end of it.
Yeah, it was a good job by Zach to get loose after being covered so well to start that drive. McGriff over to Avila. Now Isley. Lions will push their way in, and another stutter step stop by Avila as he's picked up and shoved out of the way. And that ball will become a Sewanee ball. And a good job to get loose by Bowman. So he controlled a lot there. He was able to get it up the field. Spinning it, the stick in the hand is Kennedy. Now back to the middle for Cookerly. Good blocks here by the Lions defense will force another attack attempt.
And now just under a minute left, so this will definitely be Sewanee's final possession, most likely. So the Lions, if they stop them here, will have a good opportunity to take the final shot.
This one well wide. Had a little bit of spin on that one as it arced out of the way. So Sewanee will get another shot here. Had multiple whistles. I believe it's a game clock issue. That's what I could hear from across the field. All right, we're ready to go after the clock was solved. Got 30 left for Sewanee, now 22. There's a shot from well out by Nico Maras, and he'll touch the back of the net. And it looks like Sewanee is at least going to carry, or maybe carry a lead going into the second quarter.
Yeah, tough break. You felt like if you got to stop there, that would have given you a bit of momentum going into, obviously, the second quarter, with the Lions having came back from maybe two goals to tie it up.
Stolen away here by Sewanee. A lot of tough shoving because the Lions trying to win this one back, and they will. Long stick collected by Dieterle. Dieterle looking to push, or rather maybe hold for the final possession shot. And the Lions able to score and tie it up. There's a momentum swing as we head to the second quarter. So we will find ourselves tied up. Good goal for Ian Parr there. Take a break here and then rejoin you for more action from the WAC. Watching Piedmont Lions Lacrosse on YouTube.
It's probably just a little bit tighter than it was before. Just a little knob. Yeah. Don't like change it too much though. It's one of the ones in the middle. Yeah.
All right, so back to action here. Lions able to tie it up in the final seconds in that first period. Glenzinski again set up for the face-off. I think that was an early start, so Sewanee's going to be able to grab it. Tigers move to the back of the X with help from Cookerly. Cookerly trying to push his way in, finds an open avenue to Isley, and in the opening seconds of the second period, the Tigers are able to put one through.
If for Coach Dunton, you don't like that, definitely. Just a defensive collapse, just allowing him to get on the back of the X and right near the net. Too hard for Isley to react to that one.
Absolutely. So Lions back to the face-off circle, see if they can get an explosion of offense to answer right back. Quickly out of the way of both squads. And now Sewanee will find a breakaway. Quickly moving here, and another shot on Isley. Isley able to duck it out. Another fast break that slips through the defense for the Lions. They're not done yet, as still pressuring here is the Tigers. Rock moving to the back of the X. And now back inside, dumped over. Excellent block by Isley. Ball still loose, scooped up and taken away by the Lions. Excellent job to stay on that one by Pagano. Here comes Sprout. Sprout to Parr. Parr will find an open man in, looks like McGriff down there. Lions moving deep on the left wing. Quick break here by Hasbrook. Slams on the break, spins off the defender. Avila looking for his second goal, is going to bounce it right past. Parr all over it. Parr to Hasbrook. Now Hasbrook putting up station in the X. Don't usually see him back there. As he quickly moves, he's shoved away. Inside, tough coverage here for Avila as the ball gets loose. Multiple defenders all over it. And a whistle here. It's going to stay with Piedmont. Good break for the Lions as Will Isley motions it off. Isaac Harrington wings it back over to Hasbrook. Now to the left wing. Lions under 60 on the shot clock. Pass inside. And now up under, trying to just get it right underneath Bowman, but he's a wiser to it. Sewanee back over. Tigers moving around the left wing. Go back towards the middle. Good coverage here from Piedmont, forcing a thought here for Sewanee. Under 40 left. Tigers just unable to find a clear-cut avenue. A good job by the Lions to clog every single one of them. That one right into the net. An excellent job and an excellent grab by Isley as he sticks up the stick. Midfield. Lions on the right side. Winter will hand it off now toward the left wing. Lions moving quickly here, looking to pounce, goes right through it. Another scoop slam score from well outside. Whitmore this time on the carry.
There you go. A great job to recognize by Whitmore that the Tigers' defense was allowing him an opportunity, and he took a shot from a little bit far out, but buried it in the top right.
So Lions remain tied up. Sewanee's going to be able to get this one. And granted, it really has just been a battle for who's going to be able to continue to have the lead here. It's been 4 goals scored for each side in the first quarter. Now 1 for 1 in this one.
Seems like a carbon copy of the women's game last night. It's basically just who's going to win in crunch time those last 5 minutes of the fourth period.
Ball still up. Right there trying to steal it away was Pagano. Still is Pagano. All over. Hard checks. And right past Isley, but no dice. This is put back on the ground. Blocked up well by Isley. Still a lot of charging, trying to get this ball away. A flag is on the field. That's going to be a trip to the penalty box, perhaps, for William Gary, as yes, it will be. With it here is Moran. Moran passes over to Root. Another whistle.
I think this one's a shot clock issue. Could be.
So I have another pause here. Again, both of these squads very evenly matched to this point. Lions offense has been as a little more stagnant and maybe less well run than Sewanee's has been, but they're still keeping up and they're still keeping pace. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Probably looked for a quick duck inside was Lupasi, and that one slung well wide. Towards the middle, Lions good defense, and Isley again able to lay out for that one. It'll lead to another possession here for the Tigers. Lions really need to get this ball out and get pressure off of Isley and the rest of their defense. Wind blowing well across the field. Back towards the middle. Under 15 on the shot clock now as that one rolls away. Sewanee trying to win this long battle. Excellent block there, and that one loose once again. Sewanee again will get it, but as the shot clock expires, some fans for Sewanee on the sideline shouting that it hit Isley on its way by.
I do think they're right. It looked like it hit him with about 2 seconds left.
Ricocheted off of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So possession will flip to the Lions. So Isley cradles here, and he'll fling it off to his man on the right side, or the left side rather. That's Luke Warren over there. Referee still trying to get everybody stable.
Yeah, it looks like the ref is now having words with those Sewanee fans there. Yeah.
I mean, look, you can only get so far. There is no need for profanity of that level in the second quarter of a game that is non-conference.
Yeah, I was going to say, a non-conference game, you took the words right out of my mouth, and That's why you read statements before the game about not having profanity. Look, sports are a place for you to express yourself, but just keep it tame.
Yeah, no issue with, heckling or talking or anything like that, but that maximum level of profanity is just unacceptable. Have another whistle here from the official. Lions looking for another good defensive stop here. Now back to the X. Moran goes back to the top. And again, Sewanee just passing as much as they can around, seeing what holes they can find in this defense. The Lions have done a great job of keeping it tight-knit, though. It's a shot from outside. And Isley, no chance at a block as it just skips right past him. Westall. Now inside. Excellent pass there. And a shot just gone by the wayside for Kennedy. He was wide open there. Just bounced it a little bit too early.
And Isley stays good. He's on the ground every single shot trying to save him. This back inside. Sewanee still trying to find that inside maneuver back to Kennedy. Kennedy trying to dive his way through. Still spinning to get Warren off of him, and that one's going to gracefully fall into the net of Isley. The second quarter defense for the Lions has been off the charts. Every single opportunity has been getting shut down.
Pagano carries across midfield. Now Andrew Pagano racing heavy, runs into defense now. And I believe that's going to be a timeout called by Sewanee. With 7 minutes left here in this first period, or second quarter, first half. We will take a break here with both squads still tied up neck and neck 5-5. You're watching Piedmont Lions Lacrosse on YouTube. Back to action here. Lions are going to collect this one on the opposite side. Hasbrook. Harrington now. Now Lions doing their best Sewanee impression, passing around the yard. Isley able to scoop down low. Hasbrook. Now Harrington back up front. Isley trying to collect some momentum, but runs into a trio of defenders, and on the left side, Ian Parr takes a shot, and it's collected again by that Tiger defense. Avila. It's back over the line now, as again threatening are the Tigers. Here in the 1. Sewanee pushing their way through. Excellent defense by the Lions to bring the man down. Got to get this ball loose, though. It's going to be a penalty against Piedmont on that one. It's a shot above the head of Kennedy, rifled into the back by Walsh. And Sewanee regains the lead, 6-5.
Just a battle of answers now so far. It's just back and forth with Sewanee seemingly 1 goal ahead.
And similar to what we saw last night with the Lady Lions facing off against Barry. Five minutes 32 left in the first half. Lions settling back. Glenzinski trying to win that face-off, and he won't be able to. Stolen away by Sewanee. Again, Swanee's been fantastic coming out of the face-off area. Cookerly. Cookerly moving his way in, has to get it back outside to Darden. Sewanee still pressuring that shot wide, high left. This shot collected well by Isley, and Lupasi denied.
And Isley continues to have a great game. Obviously, the goals on the board for Sewanee now don't make it look like it, but he's having a tremendous game.
Good defense by Isley to this point. Has had a couple of good saves, couple of them that just get behind him on the bounce. Inside. Now back on the exterior. Kennedy had to get rid of it. Moving quickly and down under is Cookerly as he's able to get past Isley through the legs. And it's now a 2-point lead for Sewanee.
Bit of an announcer's curse I put on that last play as the one went right through Isley's legs. That was the one area where he's been going down to, but wasn't able to get it in between the middle of his legs.
5th goal for Cookerly this year. On the scoop, off the face-off is Nischwitz. Lions are still going to be able to get this ball back, though. Whitmore will play through. Moving quickly here. Lions really trying to answer back after a tough couple of blows. Winter. Winter back inside, trying to find Whitmore. Whitmore trying to dump it through, and a good save by Bowman. Winter tagging along with this one. Couple of rough checks braved by Elliott. Left wing. Pushing back through and a spin to get the defense off. And another big shot through, this time by Lupasi. And Sewanee has broken away here at the end of the second period.
Looked like they tried to take advantage of the substitution of Winter coming out, and at the same time just step on the gas immediately, and voila, 3-goal lead.
It's now 8-5. Lions are outscored 4-1 in this quarter. Lions' first goal coming in about 4 minutes into this quarter, and since then they've been held quiet, and since then they haven't really had any offensive chances. This one bounced at midfield. On it is Westall. On the left side. Defense still surrounding as Sewanee again goes for the passing play. Good coverage here by Piedmont. Just gotta make this stop. With 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. And this one, shot from well outside, and they're just coming down now. Westfall able to hit the back of the net, and the Lions defense is just in shambles right now.
The communication that was there at the start of this quarter and that first quarter as well, first period I should say, was perfect, and then it just started to crumble. And you can tell they look a little bit out of their element now. They're moving a little bit slower, maybe a little bit of that's fatigue, but in the second period you wouldn't imagine that would be the case.
No. So Lions will definitely look for a good campfire story to rally the spirits during halftime, but you still got to get there with the game somewhat manageable. And the Lions looking to strike quickly, see if they can answer back here towards the end. Ian Parr will handle. Avila. Harrington on the right side trying to spin his way and muscle through. And the ball will be free and be in possession of Piedmont still. Parr at the top, spins out of the way, pushes to Isley. Isley now to Harrington. An excellent sequence by the Lions, but an even better block by Bowman. Ball will keep with Piedmont as they continue to have advantage here in the final minute. Harrington over to Isley. Isley can't control it on the one hop, and it will be collected by Sewanee. And Sewanee now quickly downfield after a one long pass. Lupasi. And now with a minute left, 56 seconds, looks like we're going to have a timeout. So we'll take a break here in the booth as well. Lions down by 4, 9-5. As Sewanee takes the lead. You're watching Piedmont Lions Lacrosse on YouTube. Both squads coming out of the huddle for the final minute of action in the first half. Lions down by 4, looking to keep it just at that, but Sewanee once again threatening. Good spin by Gregory. He gets it once more. Gregory in the back of the corner with 25 seconds left. Gregory racing his way through. Excellent mix-up there by the Lions. Still got to make this stop from well outside, and Isley able to lay down on it and get the block. It'll find its way over, but the Sewanee Tigers able to steal it away again. Luke Posse looking for a dagger at the final seconds, and he will get it. A 5-goal lead at least for the Tigers heading into halftime.
Lupasi, some brutal goals late, especially that one in particular, but he's had some very untimely, at least from the Lions' perspective, ones that hit the back of the net, and you can tell Isley in net looks a little bit dejected right now.
Some of them are not his fault. Some of them the defense gotta help. You gotta pick them up sometimes. Lupasi just kind of flung that one down and got a friendly bounce. And that is how we will end the first half, with the Lions just scoring the one at the beginning. It has been a stampede by the Tigers. So Lions will look to refresh themselves and reorganize for the halftime meeting. We'll rejoin you with second half action from the WAC. Lions down 10-5. You're watching Piedmont Lions Lacrosse on YouTube. Welcome back to the WAC, everybody. Eric Evanson here with you. Grant Prather on my right helping me call. And on our camera this evening is Miss Shaylee Gallegos. Lions looking for a rally here. They kind of got the momentum, the fire doused, whatever you want to call it, all throughout the second quarter as it was goal after goal after goal for Sewanee.
And it was in the latter half of the second quarter, too. The Lions were keeping up with them, like you said, in that first quarter. And then the beginning of the second quarter looked fine, and then all of a sudden, Sewanee took over. A couple of great goals just early on, eventually. And now it ends up you're down 5 at halftime, so where do you go from here?
Absolutely so. The Lions look to the drawing board for something new, and that's a good way to start as Glenzinski gets it off the face-off. Ball still on the ground. It will be picked up by Sewanee and chased all the way back to the X, where Bowman collects it. Right around midfield. Have a whistle. What are we looking at here? I think we had a couple balls that were in play, so they get pushed out. Good check there by Gary. Shot for well outside, ricochets off the pads of, I believe that might have been Ian Couchton wearing that one. This one right past Isley and to left of the goalpost. We'll set it up again in favor of Sewanee. Sewanee takes a shot from above, and another one hits the back of the net. Westfall collects another goal to his name.
Those wraparounds are killing Isley as well as the entire Lions defense. That's what Sewanee's figured out. They realized they had something in the middle of the second quarter, and since then, foot has been all the way on the floor on the gas.
Lions got to figure something out on the defensive end, but they also got to figure out how to strike back offensively so this one doesn't get too out of hand.
Yeah, the one goal in the second quarter doesn't look too good on the track record.
No. Staying with that one on a good try was Sewanee, but now it's loose again. Whistle by the referee. It'll be a Tiger ball. Lions desperately trying to fill back up the defensive end. They understand they can't really let another come through without getting answered. Got to find a way to keep pace with the Tigers at least. Sewanee from the middle takes a shot. It's going to bounce wide. This one back outside. Good over-the-head pass by Lupasi. Lupasi takes a shot, and it's collected off the deflection by himself, by Isley. Flag flies onto the play, and a whistle there. So right near the penalty box, referee is chatting with the coach for Sewanee. Look like Isaac Harrington has this one in the laces. He does. He'll hand it off to Avila, who goes over to Hasbrook, who goes over to McGriffin. We'll go back to Hasbrook. It's from well outside and a pass to Isley on the left wing. Now towards the middle. And a shot will go wide. It'll be a Lion ball still as McGriff runs over. Avila over to Isley. Now Harrington searching for someone open. Lions just unable to really get a foothold on the defensive end against Sewanee. Tigers done a magnificent job to push them back every time they try to go up top. Maybe they try one of those wraparounds that Sewanee's been killing them with. This one well flung out by Harrington. I believe Harrington's going to be able to hit that one. Cross the line. It ricocheted off the post. That's what is being questioned by Bowman. So it did count as a goal. Lions do answer back there.
And finally a long shot goes for these Lions. It's been tough going from those shots as of late because they've taken an extra step and have been looking right dead in the goal the entire time, so Sewanee's goalie's been able to react pretty quickly, but not that time.
Sewanee another win off a face-off. Left wing action as the Tigers prepare another attack. To the X. Back inside, slam back down, and on a bounce it'll become theirs once more as it misses. Over is Moran. This one, wow, a bullet fired right past Isley. It's going to disappear into the far back corner. Inside, Isley on that one, searching it down, trusting his defense here. The ball is going to be taken away by him eventually, though. And on the scoop, getting it out is Sprout. We'll keep running. This one in favor of Piedmont. Do like how vocal the referee is.
He's got a nice deep voice. You can hear him from up here. It's great.
Whitmore in the back. Over to Parr. Parr hasn't been super active. Got that last goal to end the first period. But hasn't been the most active for Piedmont so far. This one far back. And with it still is going to be the Lions. Or rather, no, I think Sewanee's going to be able to recover that. Yeah, they will. Sewanee pressing hard downfield. Fling and a miss. Not a bad idea to take a shot there from Sewanee, but a little bit too far wide of the post. This one behind the back toss to the X. Now Sewanee trying to press their way and try that wrap around again on the ground and taken away. Good turn of events here for the Lions as they look for some speed and momentum on their side. Lions trying to get something burning here. Still down by a bundle. Hasbrook over to Isley. Isley pushing hard, finds the center. Hasbrook has to be chased out here by Sewanee, who's been excellent defensively, and the Lions have to start back over. Isley to Parr. Parr slips and stumbles right near the crease, trying to golf it towards one of his teammates. It's going to get scooped up by Sewanee. Left wing side. Tigers looking to finish one off, and it's falling above the bar of Isley.
Tigers all of a sudden taking their time offensively. The onslaught has continued, but now they're taking their time, doing what they did in the first quarter, which is passing it around and looking for good opportunities.
Right at the top, now to the right side. And that's going to get by Isley as well. So that scoring onslaught that you mentioned continues, Grant, as it's now still a half lead for Sewanee. They're up 12-6.
A lot of it's been the midfield play, too. Lions have had a lot of unforced errors, a lot of random turnovers that have allowed Sewanee to possess the ball for a very long time and wear this Lions defense out.
Sewanee gets it away. Back towards the midfield, looking for a fast break here. Winding up a big shot. It was Gus Albright, and he misses it. Sewanee will stick with it, though. Good check to keep the defense up. Under 60 on the shot clock. Another open avenue that these Tigers are trying to force open. They have to go back outside to the left, now to the top. Sewanee ducks through, and a big pass, or rather a big shot attempt by Sewanee is going to be for naught, as it will be turned over via a penalty. So Lions able to get one back. Got to make it count, though. Got to capitalize on this one. An excellent job to stay up strong on the run by Gary. Sprout. Back to Parr now. Here is Bice. Bice holding well with a minute on the shot clock. 5:52 left here in the third quarter. Lions looking to strike back here. They lose the ball, lose some momentum. They'll have to gather it back. Winner over to Isley. Spin by Harrington. Harrington at the back of the crease, trying to find a way through. Finds Winner on a long pass. Back to Bice. Bice, tough trouble. Isley. Winner misplays the pass, and it's going to roll out and be a Tiger ball.
And again, the unforced errors, the turnovers off that drop pass there from Winter just make it really tough for these Lions to even try to claw back. And again, 6 goals midway through this third period is not what you want to see.
Parr races as far as he can. Try to get that ball down, but Sewanee just too efficient, able to get it across. Left wing side. Good shot to take a stab at that one by Vikos. Wide and to the back of the brick wall. And now this lead has allowed Sewanee to really open up their offense to go more from longer range.
It gives you better quality opportunities. You can score from anywhere, and you can take as much time as you need to off the clock because you do not have any sense of urgency at all. And for the Lions, it's the complete opposite. You almost have to go into panic mode now as you got to make up 6 goals in under 20 minutes of game time.
Bounced away. Isley will watch it roll all the way back. Play on. Good coverage here. Tough slide, and a flag will be presented on the field for that. One second on the shot clock, and I believe, is that a goal? I don't think it was. Yeah,
I think it hit the back of the net.
It hit the post? Okay.
Yeah. The back side of the net, I should say. Didn't go in the back of the net.
We will keep it rolling, though.
There's your redemption for that previous call where the Sewanee parents were arguing that it hit Isley.
Yeah. So Sewanee gets it back. They were able to get that saving shot off at the clock. This one, whoa, wow. A bullet past everybody. That one, hey, not as baked up shot, but it will roll past. Sewanee at the top, fired and did clip the net on the way by, but no shot to hit the back of it. The Tigers have just had opportunity after opportunity to put one back. The Lions defense has had to stay clustered around so they're not close to the shot whenever it goes off.
And we've looked on that far side this entire half, it feels like. They've just been all on their end of the field, and the Lions can't hold the ball.
Bounce shot blocked up by Isley. And Isley now having trouble with getting in the net. Now he will. And the shot clock will now move into Piedmont's favor. Moving quickly here, the Lions trying for a fast break. Good defense by Buck O'Neill. Here's Avila. The X ball is loose and lost. Sewanee will regain it.
And it seems like every possession in this third period now is the Lions getting close to or turning it over, so the offensive efficiency has not been there today.
Just under 2 minutes left. That's loose, or rather the stick's loose, I should say. Sewanee preparing another attack, looking to be quick on this one. The Posse has to get over to Kennedy. 50 seconds left on the shot clock. About a minute 30 as that one shot from well outside, giving plenty of time to Isley to put a net on it. Quickly here, inside, blocked by Isley on the fast break. Excellent job by Mike Isley to face off against Luke Passy. And a tough takedown there and a clean hit. Walton Sullivan able to brave that tough tackle to knock Sprout out of bounds.
That's a hit where you wish there was a photographer in the sideline so you can put that on your Instagram. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's a big hit. Lions flagging this defense well. Lupasi trying to break it. Ball gets loose off a tough slap by Pagano. And Isley flails and tries to block that one, but another quick strike by the Tigers as they're up 13-6.
An untimely goal after untimely goal for the Lions. All they did was get one stop there as there's barely 12 seconds left in this third period. And now you're down 7 goals. I think now is when panic mode definitely starts to set in. You almost need a miracle at this point.
Absolutely. You're going to need one heck of a scoring tirade to get back even close to this game.
But all it takes is one, because then if you start winning your faceoffs, then you can claw your way back in. It will just take everybody. It takes a village.
And the Lions had a chance there to regain that face-off, but unfortunately they won't be able to, as this is going to roll out and be the conclusion of the third quarter. So Sewanee, again, has a fantastic third quarter. The Lions, on the other hand, just having trouble scoring, period. 1 goal scored in the past 2 quarters for Piedmont. We'll throw it to a break and then bring you back with the conclusion of this one. The final 15 due up 13-6 Sewanee. You're watching Piedmont Lions Lacrosse on YouTube. Back to it. Had a little bit of a headset mix-up. Grant, his big head does not fit with my head.
Wow, I feel insulted. But yet honored at the same time.
Final 15 due up as the Lions look to mount one heck of a comeback. They've scored twice in the past 2 quarters as Sewanee has done a good job to put the clamps on them. Avila, long pass over. Mishandled momentarily by Hasbrook. This one bounced up. Excellent block, though, by Bowman. Isley passes inside to Parr. Parr flips over to Harrington. Harrington goes under. And the Lions, that one has to feel good. You finally score back. Get themselves free.
And a minute 13 into the period as well. When you score one goal in each of the second and third periods, getting one early on has to feel good. Obviously, the deficit you're facing is seemingly insurmountable, but that at least gives you some level of hope.
Off for the face-off for the Lions is Dieterle. Dieterle trying to get back on top of that one, falls on the turf, but the Lions still able to regain it. Whitmore. Whitmore goes over to, or rather Winter goes over to Whitmore. Back of the X. Bice motioning. Here's Parr. Parr goes up under and it'll skip away. Someone's going to roll all the way on top of the hill. They'll have to find that one later. Whitmore tries to take a shot there, and a good deflection, good block by Bowman, and he will slap the net on top of that one and end the Lion attack.
How about Bowman? He's been playing a really, really nice game.
Great defense.
Really nice game, yeah. And it hasn't just been on the saves, it's been everywhere else.
Isley readies, and that one sneaks past his legs, but luckily right into the path of Fewell. Back to the middle, past an outstretched stick of Gary. Lions playing with a lot more fervor here in the fourth quarter.
And that last shot was a tough break as it hit the bar on the right side. It could have almost gone in. It was inches away from going in and making this a 5-goal game.
Sewanee will now slow it down so they can control the tempo much better on their side. And then an up under, or rather up over the top attempt there, but a good block by Isley. So collected and handed off to Fowle. Pagano finds Avila, and Avila did a good job to get it up high and then spin out of the way. Hasbrook to the back for Parr. Parr, Avila. Avila trying to muscle his way through, still running into a tough defender. Parr spins and takes a shot right into Bowman's net.
Now you got to start worrying about time as we're taking almost close to 10 minutes left. You got 6 goals to make up. That's less than 2 minutes of time per goal.
Yep, when you find that, when you get down in that deep hole, you do fight against the clock during the last few minutes. It doesn't matter if you surge late. You just couldn't pick up the pieces earlier.
And especially in lacrosse compared to other sports, it is hard to take the ball away when a team gets possession of it. So you kind of have to enter panic mode a little bit now.
Yep, and Sewanee knows that more than any other team on the field right now, as they will continue this vicious passing game that does burn seconds on the clock, but will continue to add points to their counter, as it has worked for them for the majority of this one. The thing is now, even if you're Sewanee and the shot clock expires, as they get free here, they go back to the X. But even if the shot clock expires, it's nothing hurt, Grant.
Exactly. Like I said, that pace was going to mess up the Lions anyway. So 90 seconds off a clock, or 80 seconds off a clock, excuse me, I'm thinking women's lacrosse, is a pretty good thing for your resume in this game.
7 on the shot clock. Leposi takes a shot. Rather, Lepasi takes a shot, and now a bigger one wound up and blocked by Isley.
And there you go, Eric. Just with that one possession, now we're up nearly under 9 minutes left in this one, so that burned a minute and a half off the clock already.
Lions not letting the clock bother them just yet. Still playing very methodical. Harrington able to put it through. So Isaac Harrington single-handedly trying to fight back in this one for the Lions.
There you go, just trying to crawl back. Now if you can win this face-off and put another one up, it makes things not interesting, but at least a little bit more attainable.
It goes from, right now 5-goal game, then you go down to 4. A lot more manageable.
It's all going to come down to those face-offs, though. If you lose a face-off, then each time you do, your road gets a lot more tough.
Glenzinski trying to win this one here. It's going to be who picks it up off the grounder, and it will be Sewanee. And now the Lions trying to get back there, and they will. Sticks are flying. Bodies are flying. And the referees are going to motion that was holding by the Lions. It'll be Sewanee's ball. Gary covers well. Ball loose. Warren almost had it there. Lions defending with their life as that shot goes well too far. Isley unable to contest against that one as it slips past him. And Sewanee continues, like you said, Grant, to put the pedal to the metal.
And that, you'd imagine, is a theoretical nail, as now it's a 6-goal lead with under 8 left. So it's going to be an extremely tough road for the Lions to pull anything off here.
This one bounces away. And trip up. Go in favor of the Tigers. Lupasi in the back. Finds an open man, and now Sewanee easily just going with the passes. Lions doing a good job to pressure them, and that one just skips by Isley. It'll roll out. It'll remain a Sewanee ball. Moving in there inside, a perfect pass to find the open man in Griffin Patterson, as another one just continues to rain down. And that end of the tunnel, that light at the end of the tunnel, growing dimmer and dimmer by now the second, as the Lions now fall behind further.
And the stat I mentioned to you before our pregame, Eric, was Sewanee's goals allowed. It was a little bit skewed from a 5-4 final they had in one of their first 3 games. I know it's early on, but Sewanee has allowed 8.5 goals a game in their opening 4, and trying obviously continuing here with 8 now, but their defense looks amazing this year.
Their defense has been fantastic. It's kept this Lions offense that has been pretty solid over the past year and also over the past few games. It's been very solid, and they just haven't been able to have anything. Back towards midfield. Left wing now. Lions trying to move quickly here as they go back to the X where Parr awaits. Ball will skip loose. And wrestling for it right at the midfield line is Warren, along with another attacker for, I believe that was Kennedy, for the Tigers. It'll be a Tiger ball after that. At the top, that's Dupree. Dupree races all the way back around. Sewanee just putting the hurt on Piedmont now. They've doubled up the lead, 16-8.
It just looked like since that first quarter, Sewanee went into the game options and turned their sliders up to make it easier for them. It just seemed like they've just steamrolled these Lions in these remaining 3 quarters.
And then the name of the game has been defense for Sewanee. Yeah, the offense is good, but the Lions just have been kept stifled in an attempt to answer. There are 2 goals in this quarter. That's the most they've scored since the first. That's popped up. Sewanee not going to be able to come up with that. It's a good, tough job by Glenzinski to get back to it. Glenzinski looks to find an open, and it's going to be a timeout called by Piedmont. So we'll step away here as Piedmont looks to strategize as they're down big, 16-8. You're watching Piedmont Lions Lacrosse on YouTube. Good attempt there by the Lions to strike quickly, but an even better job by Bowman. In fact, he's had a fantastic afternoon to the evening. A great game all around for the goalie for the Tigers. Four minutes, 30 seconds left. Lions defense crowding up. It looks like Bowman, his day might be done as they go for a swap on the goalie side. So Bowman gets a lot of high fives from his teammates, as he should. Played one heck of a good game. It looks like number 35, Jason Amer, back in net. Lions still trying to stifle the Tigers' offense on the other side of the field. Not doing too bad of a job, as now they got 10 seconds to make something happen. And they're going to. Griffin Peterson, his second goal. Again, he just sneaks around the post and goes behind the back.
Those wraparounds were a lot of the reason that this lead started for the Tigers, and that one just too easy. It seemed like no defenders even wanted to guard up on that play. In this game now, Eric, surprising because if you think about it, it was tied in the first quarter, and now this is the same final score the Lions had against Center.
It was tied about 13 minutes, 14 minutes into the second quarter. And then slowly but surely, and then at a rapid pace in the third, the Tigers have pulled away. Three minutes, 13 left as Sewanee cradles. It went for a big one around the corner. They're going to be held up. Ball gets loose. Excellent job by Fell to steal it away. Fell will go over to Harrington. Harrington's been red hot, but he just hasn't had an opportunity to prove it. Pushing in here is Avila, and it skips past. Big race to see this one. It's going to be the Lions who come up with it. I believe Parr was the closest. .220 left. Hasbrook. Spins out of the way of that one, still trying to find an open man. He finds Avila, who goes over to Harrington. Harrington over to Isley. Isley trying to spin his way out, slips and recovers the ball. Does Sewanee. Goes in the net of the new goalie, Amer. And now the Tigers on a fast break of their own. Many a check there by Pagano, and that is going to warrant a flag, yeah. Pagano maybe taking out some frustration there on the game as he'll trot to the PO, or the PB. Tigers looking for one final statement goal. Lions defense trying to hold them to that. Ball's loose. Everybody juggling for it, and it rolled close to the line, but Isley able to spy it before it crosses. And with 1:11 left and 72 on the shot clock, this is going to be the last possession here for the Lions. Possibly. Parr races right towards Amer and is able to dump it in. So Parr does get a goal here. And the Lions will head back to the face-off.
Something to take with you. Obviously, it's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. Makes the score look better. That negates my center comment I made earlier. But if anything, I mean, that's what these games are for, right? These non-conference games show you that you need to stay consistent all 4 quarters, second and third especially. That was the kicker for the Lions today.
Glenzinski trying to steal it away here. Sewanee doesn't overrun it, and they're right on top of the ball again. Clock stops, and here's Isley. Isley gets it back up to Isley. Isley to Isley there. Different spelling. Parr back over to Will. Will Isley takes a shot and does rattle run through, so Lions are going to be able to cross the 10-point threshold. Or rather, get to the 10-point threshold. Andrew Coffey comes in. And it looks like the Lions will send John Dieterle back to the face-off. Dieterle wins the face-off. John Dieterle goes over, and a good scoop by Amer. And with 18 seconds left, Sewanee goes quickly across midfield, but they're going to hold up the brakes just a little longer. Dupree over to the left side, and that is the ball game. Final from the WAC. 17-10 as Sewanee runs over the Lions through the middle quarters of the game to steal victory here in Demarest. Grant, is just the Lions just couldn't stay up through 4.
Yeah, like I said, that's what these non-conference games are for. They're a little bit of a feeling out phase before you get to your conference games. Obviously, Sewanee in the SAA, Piedmont in the USA South, pretty large conference in and of itself, but Lions know now that you have to stay consistent through all 4 quarters, as if they didn't know it already. But yeah, that second and third quarter, 1 goal scored in each of them, not going to do the trick.
You absolutely do. So again, your final score 17-10. Lions trying to mount some sort of rally in the last half of it, but just are unable to. Folks, thank you for joining us this afternoon. As always, a big thank you to everybody who comes out to this game. We had a lot of support, both from Sewanee fans as well as Lions fans, Lion faithful. And for Danielle Percival and the great athletic communications crew with Joseph Garwood as well, Grant Prather and Shaylee Gallegos saw our camera this evening. I'm Eric Evanson saying so long from the WAC. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you stay safe. And as always, go Lions.